books, if you've seen a therapist, be open to certain things because at the end of the day, this person is your partner. That is the bottom line of everything.
My family advised him to marry the girl he has impregnated. We forced him, but he refused.
But when the girl starts telling that you call her too much, then there's something fishy.
You want to share it. What will people say? You're not alone. Break the silence culture. Adult Conversations. Weeknights from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Good evening and welcome to Adult Conversation on Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. I apologize sincerely for starting late. The network was really bad, but thank God it has been restored. Welcome to Adult Conversation. This is where we share real-life issues and matters relating to the heart. In Adult Conversation, you get to give advice by contributing to the subject matter without judging. And this happens every Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Women Radio 91.7 because we are here to break the culture of silence. My name is Abimbola. Kirami. Because of time, let me go quickly to the story for today. The story says, my name is Abimbola. I am 34 years old and married with a child. My husband recently found out how much I actually earn. I didn't lie. I just never mentioned the exact amount. Now he says I should start contributing more to the house because we are partners. The problem is I have been quietly supporting my younger siblings for years. If I increase my contribution at home, I won't be able to help them anymore. Now my husband says I have been hiding my income. Am I wrong for keeping my salary private? Or should I just open everything and let him know where every Naira goes? That's Abimbola's story this evening. She's 34, married with a child. Her husband doesn't know how much he actually earns. All this while that they've been married, he didn't know the actual amount that she earns. And he did not even know that she was quietly sponsoring or supporting her younger siblings, to school and all of that. He did not even know. And they've been married for years. Now that he knows that she earns quite a lot of money than he expects, he's telling her, you better start contributing to this house because no be me you go kill with responsibility. You better start adding to the money in this house. And Abimbola is saying, am I wrong for keeping my salary private? Or should I just keep telling this? Should I just tell this man everything about my money, about my finances, what I use my money for, every Naira, every kobo? What is your take on this? Abimbola is listening to the show right now. I would like to know what your thoughts have for her. The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. If you were in Abimbola's shoes, would you tell your husband every single detail about the money that you make as a woman? Is it right to tell your husband about every little thing, every amount that you make, everything that comes into your account? Is it proper to tell your husband about everything because you are partners? Or is it just normal that you reserve some information to yourself? Because at the end of the day, the money is your money. It's not our money. It's my money first before it is our money. So do you think it is right? Do you think she did the right thing by keeping quiet about this all along, by not telling her husband about the fact that, oh, I earn this amount of money, this is how much I make, this is how much I have? Please do want to let us know what you think Abimbola should do. Please remember that Abimbola is listening to the show this very moment. So please do want to share your thoughts without judging or using abusive languages. The number still remains 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. Abimbola has been married for 5 years, and I'm actually wondering, how did you do it that your husband had no idea that this is how much you actually make in a month? He had no idea this is how much you actually make. That is quite, it's very surprising. I find it really, really surprising, But at the same time, I know that you might have your reasons why you feel, I don't want my husband to know about this, right? Hello, good evening. Hello? All right, we lost that call. The number still remains 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. Our toll free number is 0800 1235 917. 0800 1235 917.
Hello.
What advice? Hello, good evening.
Hello. Full phone.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Francis. How are you today?
I'm good. Are you?
You're welcome. I'm doing well, thank God.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Yes, the woman, I don't know, is she a Christian?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Well, it is common to many women, but you just take the grace of God for any woman, whether Christian or not a Christian, to open up, to be faithful to her husband.
Yes.
It's 10 in 2000. Oh, but I just thank God for my own wife.
Yes.
Ordinary 5,000. If she spend 5,000, she will you put it down for me. How she spend her money, not my own, her own. Or somebody gave her money. She will just tell me how much somebody gave her and how she spent the money.
Yes.
She doesn't have anything from me. So, Abimbola, you are not doing well. You didn't do well. And you are sponsoring. There's nothing wrong in sponsoring your assemblies or even your father or your mother, giving them something. It's normal. It's normal. But for you sponsoring them, then you allow your husband. Remember, Bible said, "You women, you are helpmates." That's the word of God. Helpmate is all round. Even if your husband is a governor or a minister, if you love your husband and you see that your husband also loves you, you do things in common.
Yes.
Even if somebody like me, I have my own money, by the grace of God, yes. I never compare my wife to tell me how much she's making, because she's a businesswoman also like myself. So, I used to tell you that our marriage is a miracle. It's a testimony in my mouth.
It is.
We did not marry in the church. Yes, we did not marry in the church. And we never dated for one day. It was a miracle. One day, if I have your private, I will tell you everything, but let's forget about that. So, Abimbola, you have to start now. Now you've made the man to compel you to begin to contribute. Maybe house rent or everything in the house, which he never for once asked you. But when you find out that you are earning social amount, and you are using it to sponsor only assemblies, supporting your family, leaving your own immediate family. Your mother and your father, your assemblies, they are extended family once you marry to a man. So you start now. They contribute to the man.
Yes.
With the man. Whatever happens in the house, contribute your own quota. That's the word of God for you. You are not a stranger to the house. You are not a girlfriend. Two of you are one. So whatever you want to do it as one person.
That's true. That's true.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye.
Thank you so
Good
much,
night.
Francis. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye. All right, that was Francis calling to give you his advice at Bimbola, and he has said a lot of things that I'm going to go over very soon. But Abimbola is a 34-year-old married woman with a child. She's been married for about 5 years now. She says that her husband recently found out of the actual amount that she makes. She says that I didn't lie, I just never mentioned the exact amount. I just said this is how much the range, she just never mentioned exactly how much she makes. And now that he knows, he wants her to start contributing to things in the house because he says that they are partners. And the problem now is that Abimbola sponsors her younger siblings without telling her husband. She also did not tell her husband about it, about the fact that she sponsors her younger siblings. And if she contributes anything to the home right now, it would affect the money that she sends to her siblings. Now, her husband is saying, why have you been hiding your income? I need you to open up. I need you to start to contribute to the family. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Pastor Father. How was your day today?
Let's go, please. I want to make a complaint.
Okay.
Please, your analysis. So let's try to work on it. God bless you. So let's come back to what is on board. I want to ask why women's money belong to me, men's money belong to us. Why? Because the Bible says on this cause, men, the man and woman, leave their parents, they come together, they become one. So that is our part. What's her name again?
Abimbola.
Abimbola, I want to tell you, just as my big brother, Mr. Francis, has said, you have done a big mistake. But I wouldn't want you to tell your guy how you will spend the money. That will make him to be more furious. That you were not carrying him along. Even
Hello? Hello? Oh, okay, I can't hear anything from Pastor Ifada again. All right. The number to call to give Abimbola your advice this evening is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. She said she has been supporting her younger siblings for years. That's also one of the reasons why she never mentioned how much she made to her husband. Now that he knows how much she makes, he wants her to start to contribute certain things into the home, rent and all of those things. He wants her to start to contribute certain things into the home. And she's asking, am I wrong for keeping my salary private? Am I wrong for not letting him know about this all this while? Or should I just open up everything to him? Let him know about every little details of the income that I make. Just like Francis says, his wife tells him every single thing. And I think that's how it should be in every marriage. So she's asking, am I wrong for keeping my salary private? Or should I just continue from now on, continue to tell him about everything, about every dime, every kobo that I make? The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. What advice would you give to Abimbola this evening? What advice would you give to her? If you peradventure wearing Abimbola's shoes, you have your money, but you don't want him to know about it. You have your money, you have what you're doing, but you don't see the need to tell your husband about every single thing, every single couple that you make. You don't see the need for it. You have responsibilities, but you don't want him to know about it. Do you think it is right for a woman not to tell her husband completely how much she makes? Or do you think it's okay to let him know about every kobo and how you spend every dime that you make. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations. It's 9 o'clock, and here is the news at 9 on Women Radio 91.7. Women under the umbrella of Voices for Inclusion and Equity for Women have condemned the abduction of schoolgirls from Government Girls Comprehensive Senior Secondary School Maga in Kebbi State, describing the incident as a direct challenge to Nigeria's leadership and collective humanity. In a statement signed by members of the group, they expressed outrage over the weekend attack in which armed men stormed the school at dawn, killed the vice principal, and abducted 25 students. The Zamfara state government has launched key initiatives to improve the lives of children and vulnerable populations in Zamfara state. The initiatives include a 5-year social and behavior change on child nutrition 2025 to 2030 strategy and a strategy for implementing the state alternative child care guidelines. These efforts aim to enhance child nutrition and ensure effective implementation of the standardized care and protection for children across Zamfara state. Heavy gridlock occurred in Benin, Edo State on Tuesday, 18th November 2025, as market women blocked the busy ring road in protest against plans by the state government to evict them from the market. The protest later moved to Edo State House of Assembly, where the women sought government intervention. Today, Nigeria's Naira exchanges at 1,441 Naira to a dollar, 1,671 Naira to a euro, and 1,897 Naira to a pound. Israeli soldiers accused of sexually assaulting a Pakistan detainee are trying to win public sympathy through media appearances. While the person who leaked the video of the assault faces prison, the Pakistan victim, like so many others, is yet to gain justice. In sports, Chelsea has set a new record on Sunday for the longest unbeaten run in Women's Super League history, but there was little cause for celebration for the Blues. Despite going 34 games unbeaten, Sylvia's side was left disappointed as bottom-place Liverpool held on for a 1-1 draw. Women Radio 91.7 urged the public and stakeholders to support the passage of the Special Seats Bill, calling on collective action to ensure increased women representation in the National Assembly and state houses of assembly. Today marks 11 years and 213 days since our Chibok girls were captured, and 7 years and 267 days since the abduction of Leah Sharif with the Dapchi girl. Women Radio 91.7 calls for the safe release of all our girls still in captivity. Women Radio 91.7 demands justice from the government for victims and survivors of sexual abuse and rape. If you have been sexually abused, please contact a sexual assault welfare center near you. My name is Finfuluwa Akiremi. Good evening. Thanks for listening.
We are Nigeria's first female-centric radio station for women and families. WFM 91.7.
Prada. Just tryna make my mommy proud of me, and I wanna give my baby the best of me. Fire for fire, but do it on that then go tire. Keep enemy close, stay away from frenemies. Say me Nico Marcel on me. If you did with apology, I'm sorry for you. Saving my energy, I'll keep the rest for me. Just the play. Shally para me, I need an aeroplane. Good night, Lagos, bond you to Paris. Oluwa be my defender. Me nobody go there for my gender. Anything you wish me back to sender. And if you love me, I could penda. Now I go there if I know they feel your matter. See no power, let darkness scatter. Born of a king, I'm your father. Igimuji no sorry, motherfucker. If you do with apology, I'm sorry for you. Saving my energy, I'll keep the rest for me. Just the play. Shally para me, I need an aeroplane. Good night, Lagos, on you to
You're welcome back. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. And it's currently 8 minutes past 9 o'clock. Today, that's the 19th of November, 2025. Today, we're giving advice to a young woman called Abimbola. Pastor Father has called. Francis has also called in to give their advice. For the sake of those who are just joining us, let me go over the story one more time. So the story says, my name is Abimbola. I am 34 years old and married with a child. My husband recently found out how much I actually earn. I didn't lie. I just never mentioned the exact amount. Now, he says I should start contributing more to the house because we are partners. The problem is I have been quietly supporting my younger siblings for years. If I increase my contribution at home, I won't be able to help them anymore. Now my husband says I've been hiding my income. Am I wrong for keeping part of my salary private? Or should I just open everything and let him know where every naira goes? Please advise me. That's the story of Abimbola this evening on the show, and she's asking for our advice. The number is 07000 917 917 You can also call 09155 917 917 to give your advice to Abimbola this evening. What would you like to say to her? Woman to woman, woman to man. What would you like to say to Abimbola? She's listening to the show right now, and she would like to know what your thoughts have for her on the story this evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, it's Pastor Father.
Yeah, welcome back, Pastor Father. I think the network went off the other time.
Is that what?
I think the network went off the other time. We couldn't hear you at some point.
No, it was my airtime.
Oh, so sorry. Thank you for calling back.
Yeah, let me just continue from where I stopped that time. I was saying, is it Abimbola, right?
Yes.
Okay. I said he should not tell the husband that she has been supporting the siblings with her income. That will trigger more annoyance. That will trigger more annoyance. So the mistake has been done. She just has to correct it right now, because just as Mr. Francis have said, your husband is your immediate family. You plan with him, he plan with you, you are together. Okay, take for instance, I'm not against you helping your siblings, so I'm not against it. Okay, you look at it now. Your husband solely is taking care of the children you both have. Sorry to say this, by the time they grow and you are advanced, you will be moving from London to France to Germany to America for Mugo. Why the man that bear the brunt will be in Africa under the heat of the soil, of the sun. You understand? So this is a time you have to suffer with him to bring up. Are you thinking because you have only one child now? Won't you save for your child to come? Would they not be two? Would they not be three? Yes. So I don't know the plan you have concerning childbearing. I don't know. But automatically I know that at least with the way things is going on in Africa, 3. So look at the educational backwardness that HND, OND certificate is nowhere. So we don't know in the next 10, 15 years, we don't know how certificate of university is going to be.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, the educational problem in our country is touching my heart, honestly. It's touching my heart. When I look at when we were in school, during our time in primary school, I know how things was now. Not this time.
It's really different.
Private everywhere. In those times, when you come to January, February, come to colleges, you will see inter-sport. Oh my God, school will be hungry you. People that don't want to go to school, they want to look at. Let me come back to where I'm going. Abimbola, please. Just tell your family, if it were 3, you were sponsoring, reduce it to 2. Okay. If it is where, the money you were sending to your family, bring it down. If it is, for instance, maybe like 100K every month, take it down to 50.
Okay.
So you will not use the other 50 to support the house. Because I know many men, they are of the opinion, not that they are just putting all the responsibility. Say, okay, you take 50, let me take 50. No, it's not so. There are some men, the little you can do, they are always happy.
Yes.
So, like, as I choose you have to take care of the kitchen. Yes, take care of the kitchen. Let him know that you can do that. You understand? Then maybe the little maintenance of the house, you can also handle that one. Maybe toiletries and all that. You can also handle that. Maybe at times when you are coming back from work, you can just branch by the market. You know, there are some people, they buy tomatoes, buy this, they grind it and put it in a freezer. You can you can always do that. In fact, if you are doing that, I don't think your husband will even say, how much are you making? I don't think so.
That's true.
Because he seeing what that is, he's seeing what he has not bring out money from his pocket. He's seeing it in the kitchen. That is it. That is how you are going to handle this situation. So don't just start telling him that you have been used. I'm telling you, your husband will get angry. Habibi, you started from the beginning. Say, my honey, this is what I want to do. This is what to do. Supposed to be an agreement. That would have been a different case. For him to be hearing that for now, I am telling you, he will be saying, "Oh, the wife I have, I don't. There's no trust at all, so he cannot even carry me along for what he's doing." You know, I want to quickly give you an example of one of my big uncle. So my big uncle married this woman. The woman was working in the bank. I don't want to mention the bank. So then the woman, he built a house in her village. It was when she finished building her house, the information got to the husband. In fact, that thing almost scattered that marriage. He almost scattered that marriage. I know up till now, say, no, my uncle has forgiven how they are still living together, but I know that thing will still be in my uncle's mind. So, you see, there are some things some women do. Let's be realistic, because I'm a man. The glory God put in the head of the man, it is not on the head of the woman. Let's be straight with this. Yes, women, I appreciate everybody are married, but there is effort God put on the head of the man, which woman cannot smell, which woman cannot. If woman near it, I'm telling you, the woman will melt. Because it is God action. It is not the power of the man, rather. No, it's not the power of the man at all. It is the strength God put into him as a man. Right from the mistake from the Garden of Eden. He said from the ground you have to till before you eat. So that was his. When God said you have to till, he knows that the man needs strength to till. So that is what a woman cannot challenge. So it's a man's responsibility.
Yes.
That is that. So, Abimbola, I've told you, please, don't just go to the other area. Start a new life. That is it. I've told you the key things. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Father, for calling. All right. Thank you so much for calling to share your advice with Abimbola this evening. I'm happy that Abimbola is listening and she can hear everything that is being said. One thing this show will do for you is to help you see the places where you're not doing well enough and help you correct those areas, because that's the goal. You know, you live better than you came. So please listen to every advice that you've been giving and ensure that you take notes and make good use of them. Abimbola is a 34-year-old woman married with a child, and she says that her husband recently found out how much she earns. She said she didn't lie. She just didn't tell him how much she makes, the exact amount she's making. Now, he recently discovered how much she made, and he's insisting that she must start to contribute to the home because they are supposed to be partners. Now, the problem is Abimbola uses most of her money to support her younger siblings for many years now. She has been doing that for many years. and her husband does not even know about it. He did not hear about it. He did not perceive anything. He didn't know about it, that she was even doing anything like that. And she also hasn't told him yet. So she's saying, if I start to contribute to this house, that means that the money I'm giving my siblings would have to stop or would have to reduce. And the husband is saying, I don't like the fact that you hid your income from me. So she's asking, am I wrong for keeping my salary to myself private? Because I've heard a lot of women say, my money is my money, your money is our money. Is that a good is that something, a good mindset to have, or a good mindset to have as a married person, that your money is your money, your husband's money is everybody's money, right? And she's saying, am I wrong for keeping my salary private, or should I just start telling him about every little thing that I do, every little detail that I use my money for? Should I start to tell him? Is that what I should do?
Hello,
the number to call to get that. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi,
You're welcome. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. Please, Lady Olga from Korodu.
Oh, your network is not clear. I can't hear you properly.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, please go ahead. You're welcome.
Thank you. My advice for Mrs. Abimbola, right?
Yeah.
She said the husband just found out that as in the amount she's making in the month, and he wants her to contribute.
Yes.
Right? So my question is that, why did she hide the help she's ready to assist her to the husband all this years? Why did she do it behind his back? And why is she trying to say that the money she's making is her money? Has she forgotten that the moment she agreed to marry the husband, everything she has, she owns with her husband. Whatever her husband has is hers. Whatever she has is her husband. There's nothing like mine. It's ours. So she has really made a big mistake by hiding that. So she needs to make amends now. In fact, you cannot be helping your siblings without your husband knowing about it, because you need to do it hand in hand with him. Do the help along with your husband, because as you are helping, your husband will be contributing towards that. That is how, if she really knows what she's doing, if she really believes that she married that man, she loves the husband, she can never do anything behind his back. They should do things together, plan together, work together, achieve things together. That is why they are husband and wife. That is why they are one. And she is helping her sibling. She forgot that she has her own family. She has a child, and she will have more. Is she also saving for that, or she's just lavishing her money for her family? Forgetting that this is something that tomorrow they might need help. She might run to them that none of them will help her. So let her start now, be planning with her husband. And I don't blame the husband asking her to contribute, because she hid her money. Let me just, like, I'm assuming the fact that the responsibility in the house has been taken up by her husband. That means all these years she hasn't been contributing nothing in the family. Which is wrong. When her husband brings his own bit, she too will bring her own bit. They join together and carry on with the family. Not that she will keep the money, say she's hiding the money. She's hiding the money. It's wrong. She don't hide her money from her husband. Likewise, her husband too. Because if her husband starts hiding his own money from her, she will not be happy. So let her not start. If you know what you don't like, do not do it to others. That is the golden rule. Do unto others what you would want them to do unto you. Now we are talking about life partner. He's not a stranger to her. He's her husband. They are one. So they should do things together. Now that the husband is aware about the money, she's talking that if she bring her own contribution, that it will affect her helping her siblings. What does she mean by that? Will the husband not carry on the whole responsibility? We're talking about the bills in the house, the feeding, the clothing, everything the husband knows now is wrong.
Well, yes,
is wrong.
yes.
So if she know how she has been doing it, like for instance, that she's giving 100 to the siblings, let her share it into 2 or into 3. Give them quarter. Then bring what you give to her husband. Then have some savings. Let her stop using that word. Her money is her money. Her money is not her money. She and her husband own that money. Likewise, the husband's own. So they own the things together. Nothing like mine. It's ours. Just like Mr. Francis said. Nobody is telling her that she should be giving a record of what you spend or not. That is irrelevant. How you spend money doesn't really matter. But contributing together matters because it will go a long way. You have sites to train and more kids will come in later. And she's there talking about her siblings. Nobody nobody said a lot to help her siblings. But if she's doing it, let her do it along her husband. Do not be behind her husband. Because her husband is her husband. Anything that happens in the future, they will suffer it together. So if they should enjoy it, the husband should also enjoy from her money. Because they are one.
Yes.
So that mistake she has made, let her start now correcting it. Let her start contributing. It will help the husband too to also save, and she also to and I realize she earn more, if I'm not mistaken, more than the husband, right?
Yes.
So if she's contributing, it's not going to affect her. She should help the family, yes, but let her cut it and also think about her family, because anything that affects her family now, let her not even have it in mind that tomorrow she will run to those her siblings she's helping. They might not even help her. They might turn their back on her. But her husband will never come back. What if the husband doesn't have her top? What will she now do? Will she help the husband? Will she contribute? Will she take the responsibility?
Will.
God forbid now something happen to the husband's work. What will happen? Will she take up the responsibility? So let her start now. Correct those mistakes she has made for 5 years of marrying that man. You understand?
Yes.
Because if the man wasn't as in, if he didn't feel bad, there's no way he will ask her to start contributing. Even without being told, you are a woman.
You should
know that yes, I should bring my own part of it. So lighten the load from the husband. If she truly should love the husband, she won't want the husband to be spending more of his own money alone. And why she's keeping her own, spending it how she likes, not even in her own family, rather with her siblings. That's wrong. So my advice is that let her start correcting those mistakes now, before it is too late for her. You understand? Before it is too late. Do things rightly. And I pray God will help her. That's my own contribution.
Amen. Thank you so much for calling. Wow. Thank you so much for calling to give your advice to Abimbola this evening. Just like she says, you should not have hid your money from your husband in the first place. There's some things that you do when you're married. If you're single, like, it's a different thing. You can do whatever you want with your money. But when you're married, it comes with a sense of responsibility that you are now doing life with this person. And just like Pastor Father mentioned, there are some there are some responsibilities that a man carries naturally that a woman might not be able to understand, or you cannot even carry half of it. And because he is married now, those things are supposed to be easy for him. You're married to him. You were supposed to support him as his helpmate. You're supposed to help him with some things in the house without him even mentioning, without him even saying, oh, help me with this, help me with that. If you're earning more than your husband, it is just right that you want to support in the house, pay for certain things, do certain things. You looking at him, handle every single thing, and you know that you make more than him, he would not be happy about that. That you just let him, because I believe that if he could handle it just all by himself, it might not necessarily tell you to start to contribute. but it might be a lot for him sometimes, and you need to come in to support your family. It is your home at the end of the day. It is your family at the end of the day. Now, just like Pastor Father says, Francis and my young lady who called earlier, she says that you should take time. You don't need to give all the money to your siblings. You don't need to, if you give them 100,000 naira before, reduce it. Let them have a certain ratio. If you're 34, I believe your siblings should be around 29, thereabouts. They should be able to start to fend for themselves. You might just reduce how much you give to them. So maybe you give them money for food, money for water, reduce it to maybe just the school fees, and maybe set them up in a business, because your family is equally important. Your husband needs your help. Your husband needs the contribution that you make in the home. You might not necessarily take up every responsibility financially. You can decide to handle kitchen matters alone. Whatever it comes to the kitchen, what happens in the kitchen, you handle it. Food stuff, gas cooker, whatever is in the kitchen, you take care of it. It would not take the bulk of your money. That is the beauty of marriage, doing life together with someone. If he is married, the responsibilities he has to shoulder should actually reduce. So Abimbola, please and please, I think it's time that you start to help. It's time you started helping your husband in the house when it comes to financial responsibilities. And as for your siblings, please reduce how much you give to them. You love them, and I know you genuinely want to help them, but your family, your nuclear family comes first as well. It is very, very important that you support your husband. And just like Pastor Father said, you might not even need to tell him that, oh, this is what I've been using my money for, because it might break his heart. The trust might be broken. How can my wife be doing something for 5 years and I had no idea? I don't think any man would be happy about that. So you don't need to tell him, this is what I've been using my money for, but start to contribute in your home. It is your home, Abimbola, and you are the woman in that house. Please, please, and please, let's do that. That's the story about Abimbola this evening, and she's asking for advice. We've gotten quite a number of calls from Pastor Fada to Francis, to the amazing woman who called earlier on. And I hope that you're listening as well, you're learning, and also you're still calling to give Abimbola your advice. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
Women Radio 91.7, the Ogbonge radio station for women and their families.
Something big has landed and it's raining Naira. Better play, better chance. 200k is yours if only you try your luck. Better play, better chance. 3 times daily, your dreams can come true.
Oh yes. With just 500 Naira, you could win up to 200,000 Naira every single day. Join the Better Play Lottery and listen for your name live on radio at 10 a.m., 2 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Better Play. Don't miss out. Go get your ticket right now. Buy your tickets at www.betterplay.ng or dial *347*154#. For better chances, buy up to 20 tickets.
Follow at Better Play on Facebook and at Better Play NG on Instagram for updates. It's your turn to win this money.
Better Play, better chance. You can be the next millionaire.
Better Play is open to players 18 years and above. Play responsibly.
This traffic, we won't get to the bank before it closes.
Relax. My bank is right here with me. Yes, with First Online by First Bank, banking is just a click away. Transfer funds instantly, set up standing orders, pay bills, and even make bulk payments of up to 500 records. With a sleek design, smarter features, and faster access, First Online puts more power at your fingertips. Log in today at ibank.firstbanknigeria.com. First Bank, you first.
It's back. It's bigger than ever. The biggest gospel concert and family funfair on the mainland. Praise in the City is celebrating 10 amazing years. Get ready for unstoppable praise. Theme: Hosanna. Ministering live, Bidemi Olaoba, Tokwe Alabi, Mike Abdul, Yinka Alasheyori, BJ Sachs, Lillian Neji, Testimony Jagger, Dare Justified, Akpororo, Lawrence the Covenant, Tosin Alao, Tony Adoki, Man of Zion, Chika 100%, TJ Gasparella, and lots more. It's happening Boxing Day, Friday, December 26, 2025 at the Police College Grounds, Ikeja GRA. Time 10 a.m. Access is free. You don't have to pay to praise. Praise in the City 10. Hosanna.
otu ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi Women Radio Membership n'olu bekee na-ejikọ gị na ụmụ nwaanyị azụmahịa ndị ọzọ, ndị ọchụnta ego, ụmụ akwụkwọ, ndị nlekwa ezinụlọ, ndị ọrụ ugbo na ndị ezumike nka dị na steeti 36 nke Naịjirịa. Dịka onye otu ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi, azụmahịa gị bụ nke a ga-akwalitere gị n'efu n'igwe mgbasa ozi ụmụ nwaanyị. Ị ga-enwetakwazi ihe nrite ihe ọma ndị dị ịtụnanya dị iche iche ma nwetakwazi ohere ịnọ ma sonyere ihe omume anyị gasị. Tinye Women Radio app n'ekwentị gị taa iwee nụrụ olu gị n'igwe mgbasa ozi. Debanye aha n'efu na wfm917.com ma gbaa mbọ hụ na ị na-esonyere otu jikọtara ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi nkọwara nzikọrịta ozi Facebook. Ọ bụ otu Mark Arthur Foundation and Nigeria Media Innovation Program NAMIP na HITAP bụ ha na-akwado otu abụ Women Radio Membership.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that! My peak breakfast, with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
My people, something big don't land, and a money rain dey fall. Better play, better chance. 200k fit enter your hand if you try your luck. Oh, better play, better chance.
Now 3 times every day, them they call winners for radio. Yes, now with just 500 naira, you fit win up to 200,000 naira every single day. Just join the Better Play lottery now and listen for your name for radio. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m.
Better play, no dull yourself. Go get your ticket. Sharp. Buy am for www.betterplay.ng or just dial *347 *154 #. You want boost your chance? Buy reach 20 tickets if you want win.
Follow us for Facebook at Better Play and Instagram at Better Play NG to get correct updates. Now your turn to chop this money, oh.
Better play, better chance. You fit be the next lucky banger. Only people when don't reach 18 years fit play. Play responsibly.
Think you know current affairs? Are you a guru in mathematics? Can you name all the countries in the world? Is your pronunciation or spelling top-notch? Radio School on Women Radio, WFM 91.7 is the program that takes you on a learning ride into the world of English, mathematics, art, and much more.
Radio School.
Thursdays, 3:05 p.m.
The stories are real.
Something like this happened to me years back. I saw some messages in his phone. A lady that sent a message to him. When I told him, I said, "Come, why are you like this? Why are you doing all this?"
It's all around you.
And so when she comes up to you to tell you her sexual needs, you should be humble enough to listen. And if there's something you can do about that, you do it. Is it reading books? Is it seeing a therapist? Be open to certain things, because at the end of the day, this person is your partner. That is the bottom line of everything.
My family advised him to marry the girl he has impregnated. We forced him, but he refused.
But when the girl starts telling that you call her too much, then there's something fishy.
You want to share it.
What will people say?
You're not alone. Break the silence culture. Adult Conversations. Weeknights from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Women Radio 91.7. The Ogbonge radio station for women and their families.
Girl, your body sexy. Bloody, when you do me bloody, yeah, sexy. Girl, your body sexy. Bloody, what you do.
Why you leaving, girl? I want you.
You're welcome back. This is still Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversation. Today, we've been given advice to a lady called Abimbola. Abimbola is a 34-year-old woman. She is married with a child, and she says that her husband recently found out how much she actually earns. She never told him the exact amount she earns. She just told him, this is how much I make between this, and that was it. And because of that, for many years, 5 years of marriage, he never really bothered her about paying for anything in the house or giving something or just paying for anything in the house because he felt like a salary was not enough. Now he found out that a salary was actually okay and she was doing well for herself, and he insists that she starts to contribute financially to the family because they are meant to be partners. So the reason why Abimbola was not contributing anything to the family, and the reason why she didn't mention the exact amount she earned was because she was supporting her siblings. She's sending her siblings to school, supporting them financially, sending money home. That is primarily what she uses her money to do. And if she starts to contribute in her own home, she will not be able to send money to her siblings for the things they want to do. Hello, good evening.
Continue. Sorry for joining me.
Okay, so she will not be able to send money to her siblings if she starts to contribute money to her home with her husband. And now she's asking that, was I wrong for keeping my salary to myself? Or should I just start to tell my husband about every single amount I make on a daily basis? That's what she's asking us this evening. You're welcome, Cindy.
Thank you so much, for joining me late because, I did join it around 7 immediately. I come from the office and I just take my bag and I just people everywhere I try. Yeah. I want a place where it can body, listen to old music and everything. Sorry for all the family tonight. Good evening. That's why the fact that I don't listen to their opinion, but I respect all their opinion. But when we bring issue to the radio program, the way I look at it is different. But the last caller, how much will bless you? Abimbola, let me go to the point because of this. Abimbola will tell you and you can turn it to English. That's why anytime I call this program, I want to listen together. But that whether I do program where everything is and that how to make my family happy and make myself happy. And the people that love me make them happy. And anybody that says something that only way that thing is small, go to anywhere I don't send. But I come to this side before I marry, where I design my life with my God, my wife, my children, and the people that love me. If you are ready, little I give you, you accept it fine. You said that it's small, go to anywhere. If Taylor want to die everybody tomorrow, not to consign me. That's how people decide. Abimbola, Ojebi, you made a great mistake. Normally, it's good to have family. And I will always say this on radio program. I lost my mom in September 27, 1990. We are okay. But I call my dad. We are fast in number. Daddy, no problem. Everything will be okay. But we survive. The little I'm making, I will support you. Because I came from a disciplined family. Let me go straight to the point. Like you're this thing, OJB. Sometimes when you are married, you need to carry your husband along very, very well. When I wanted to marry my first wife is dying now because of her irritating wrong. My daughter is 12 years now when I'm married. But I don't hide anything. But the girl is okay too. But it's like getting wrong. But when I marry her, when he came from London, I don't know that this kind of something. But when I lost my job, is that place in US, all the family place in US, London, is that he's working with UNICEF. But when he introduced me to his dad said that what the student doing? I narrate all the story, my life. My daddy, his dad asked her one question. You accept the way you love today. He said, Daddy, no problem. And then when I take her to my personal home, Daddy said that we don't present our family. Children already tell you the way we are, it's all temper, money day, you can spend money anyhow, we are fighting every day, we slap today every day, and the children have lost the job. My wife said, no problem. So the day that happened. When I lost my job, everything happened. That's why my wife changed me today. You come from connection, family, money, everything. Well, all of them don't look at you when you lost my job. We can't want me to join Babalawo or join somebody that will be doing for one or machine. Your prayer is that let me get a job since you come back again. You think I'm lying. but they didn't listen to me. When I carry my first wife, go to my family, I know the way they give her money. The reason why I love my wife is that he's somebody that is like giving, you don't have people suffering. But let me, if I'm a Jenny, I asked her one day when I call her, today, why are you? I say, I don't want to mention him. His name is W. I don't mention in radio program. I don't want to keep going. His family, when I call them tomorrow, I know what will enter my account. He said that, today, but you have a lot of people this and that. Why are they doing this? Let us work together. Let it simple together, and then you will enjoy me. Then I'm lying. That's it. But Abimbola, you made a great mistake. I lost my mom in 1990. Everything is working for me. And then that's September 27, 1990. At that time, I called my daddy. We have a number. Take care of all of them. A little, I'm struggling to survive. I will help you, daddy. Me and my daddy are said. And then that's why I married late. My marriage now, next year will be 13 years. It's 12 years old now. That's why I married late. I'm 50 plus. I don't want to mention, but somebody just called me to keep everything. I'm 50 plus. I'm closing to 80. Now, can I tell you something? Let me tell you something about my life. My wife. I called my wife one day. My wife. My wife, she's a tailoring and then she's getting work a lot. Since I married my wife now, almost 12 years now. Let me say 10 years because I married Wumi that time before. Because Wumi, when we are married, sorry, I'm not mentioning it. When I married her, we don't have child for 2 years. Before I get my wife now. Now, my wife is around 10 years now. My second born is 5 years old. Because I give gap. I will tell another story. You know, I told my wife, listen to me very well. I want you to be happy. Anything you have in your account, you are, make yourself happy. Buy good clothes, make yourself happy, make my children happy. But the only thing I will offend with you is that you are being dirty wrong, or maybe you do babalawo, or you do 419. I will never forgive you. Even though they lock you inside prison, locker, killer. That's it. Since I married my wife, I don't need the way my wife is spending his money, making of everything. I don't know another family because my own is that I don't decide that till I will die. My wife will never give me food I will eat. No, call me back. I'm from a war state. Before I marry, I decide my life. My wife is maybe to be happy. I don't want this to disturb me with my wife, my children, even my family. That's why I told my wife, if my family is raking, they came to my house because my family I come from will like me a lot. That's why I told my wife, when you cook, my family came like this, they eat all the food, my sorrow, my phone, they feel like one journal and leave them for me. And she understands me. She respects me. That's why my family respects her. For now, I told my wife, I'm married, leave them alone. And I call my dad one day. I give everything you want. I give my remaining 4 siblings everything I want. Or more, if you disturb my family, I will do it. Or you will do family. I'm saying it on radio program. That's why I give them everything I want. And I call my wife. When I collect my salary, you know what I'm collecting? This is what I'm collecting. Leave them alone. We run check account. I have my children account. I put all the money for them. That's it. But the one money I will spend, go for the joint. See, I'm back. I'm not sorry to your radio program. My course here. I give everything you want. Money, date, everything, date. You are collecting. I don't collect everyone. Let me enjoy my life. That's why I decide my life. I don't know another family. What is working for me, not working for another thing. Now, call your husband one-on-one. I'm sorry. Sorry for all these things that is happening. I beg you. But sorry for all the silly mistakes I made. But now let's all reconcile together. My family, normally, you are okay. Everything is okay. I have something for you. But let me tell you something. A lot of people calling me in the night. I did something like this. It's the same thing. But when they call their husband, they help my family. There's somebody say no. Because if somebody carry his family along, don't carry the family of his husband. When your husband is okay now, I help your wife now. Not everything that your wife will be telling you, say that my family needs. Oh, that's fine. I call I'm okay. You know, that 200,000, they can't share. Put it on. Your husband, you happy. But you have something, you know what your husband is getting. Your husband don't get fault. But the only thing I blame your husband is that no matter how you support home, your husband needs to help your family too. That's it. Yes. When I collect from family everything, whether my wife give them all, don't give them all, or my family. I'm waiting for my family that maybe one of his family will come. Bring the issue like that where Abimbola be normally your family is suffering, you don't tell me, but I'm giving something that help your mommy, help a lot of people, and then you don't give them, and then they hear you. I will call the family, yeah. Me too, I will, yeah. That's what I'm telling my wife. When you are doing right thing, I want you to, yeah, I will support them. Because we need to live in the transparency, honesty, and that's it. I know what is going on. Beg your husband tonight. Beg him, I'm sorry. I know a lot of things. Please help me. Sorry for doing this thing. Normally, I know that your husband is older than you. That's what I'm telling a lot of people that wanted to marry. Marry mature people. Marry somebody that will understand you. If I do dirty wrongs, I'm sorry. I call you a day Lagos. If my wife land in Lagos today, you caught me carry woman alone inside my house having fun. Or long my daddy. The first thing is I will take my bag or my madam take my wife is around. And I will tell my madam, sorry, it's not easy. That's why if I don't tell you I miss you, sorry. And all of us, if my wife said that we can't sleep together, if this woman die tonight, I will be inside the prison for the rest of my life. It's better let us all of us sit down or enter with my children. Let me and her sit down outside. When it's 6 a.m., let her go home and then we'll continue. Not to consult this woman, put all the blame on me. That's how you blame your husband. Now, my guys that are listening to me tonight, please, I beg. Sorry, Abimbola, beg your husband very well. When you are married, don't hide anything. Don't hide anything. That's why my daddy always tell me, when you marry, your husband, your children, and then the next. That's why when I was to give my daddy money, my daddy will say that, give the phone to your wife. I will call my wife. Are you okay? My wife will say, Daddy, I want okay. Daddy, leave me alone. You are okay. Correct. My dad will say that I will not collect. Call your remaining 4 people. Have you give your brother and sister money? My daddy will say, my daddy want to marry, not to consign me. That's why it makes it that my daddy will collect money from my hand. That's how family is supposed to be. That's it. But I want to tell to a lot of responding family tonight. I'm not saying you this way I've designed my own. No. So by the way, my bomb to cooking full of like my program lola. Let me call my bomb. Let me show Paulo. I talk to my God one-on-one. That's why God gave me what I want, and I said to my family one-on-one. That's why I'm telling a lot of people before you go to a relationship, ask questions a lot, know what you want, don't hide anything. But then you are transparent. If your husband is telling you, like for example now, if you don't tell your husband what happened to you tonight, your husband is just relax and say, I like you. See the way you are doing this. But you hide something for your husband. Why are you hiding? Any man that run for responsibility believe that women will support him. I said to already program. When I borrow money, I broke. When I borrow money from my wife, immediately I pay her back. I will give her 5,000, 6,000. If you don't collect maybe the quality of the money that arrives from me, I will go to Yaba or go to shopping, do shopping for her. Are you okay? Dress clean for me, and we have fun. So my first wife, he married Shoja. He show her, beat her, do everything, dispatching her, anything. He said that today he never see the kind of exercise you see now. I met him in shop. I married first wife. We are living seven relationships. See the way I'm enjoying my life. What are we talking about? Abimbola, beg your husband. Man is a man, woman is a woman. I'm not saying maybe action guy, beg guy. If my guy is listening to this program, I beg, I frustrate. In the name of Abimbola, sorry. But no matter any man that is hard, women know our clue. My first wife, no matter I know it's dirty wrong, it can be sugar daddy, I will go to join. I know a lot of dirty wrong because of the time. But I will tell my wife, I know what is going on because that's why it's going to mature before you marry. When your wife, your husband is doing dirty wrong, come and let it. Why are you lying to me? Or more easy. And then, sister thing, I wanted to beg you. I respect a lot of family. Anybody that call on radio program, ask questions, bring the story, and then let them record the tape. And then, Abimbola, anytime you see the happiness of your husband, just play the tape. Sorry for what I wanted to do. I don't mention your name. I don't mention my family name. See the way people react about what is going on. But that time, I know our mother, our father, responding family. From not mentioning my name, I will take correction. That's the only thing you can do. But anybody that have money, everybody give you help your whether your wife asks, you don't ask, you do the way I be help them. Anything can happen. That's it. But thank you so much. All the family, I thank you. The last caller, Almighty God will bless you because I grab from the last caller. Because I did your music too much. Because now you see environment and everything is dry, people are broken, no money, and I want to beg a lot of people. December are coming. Oh God, David, Almighty God will bless you. Little you have help your neighbor. But anybody that want to play your intelligence, tell him that I'm not a fool. Deal with that person or help people. But things are not easy. People are broken. Business are dulling. People are crying every day. Abimbola, that's the reason why you are doing this. But anybody that is married, let your husband know what is going on. But for me, if my wife call me tonight and I say US, congratulations to you. But I told my wife, anything that will make you happy, do it. If they said that you wanted to enter US, UK tomorrow, they said that you should not tell Tunde shoot you. Oh dear, I want happiness for you. That's where I decide my life. And I see people everything, and they thank God for the understanding. Normally, you can't see 100% married and manage your life. Let your husband, Almighty God will give you wisdom and understanding to handle everything. Good night.
Amen.
I said on radio program, Ọlọ́run ọba tó bá di November 29 tó bá pé ni mo fẹ́ fún ẹ ní nǹkan kan, you deserve something. Give me your account. You know my number 1-on-1. You deserve. You don't ask anything. No, mo fẹ́ fún ẹ ní nǹkan, you deserve it. For now, I'm looking for happiness. Bọ́bá wo Nàìjíríà kò lànà ṣe bó ní gbogbo tó ṣe lọ́la 2027 àmọ́ bí tá à ń lọ ẹ máa sọ pé ọmọ wa ní dialect ìdánù tí máa yín bá padà wọlé máa dájú. If this man enter again, I don't see any Yoruba man that will call him a Yoruba man gbé ṣépè yìí. Torí àwọn olóyè ní nǹkan ṣe. People are suffering. That's why Abimbola is hiding something. If everything is okay, we are in a good country. Anything will happen.
Hello? All right, let's not lost the call from Tunde. Thank you so much, Tunde, for calling to share your advice with Abimbola this evening. He said quite a number of things, a lot of things actually. One of it is that you should apologize to your husband. I don't think it would be happy about the fact that you did that to him. No man would be happy to see that he is putting all his life, his work, his finances to help his family do better, and you are hiding yours and not even telling him what you're using it for. I don't think anybody will be happy about that. So you can go ahead to apologize to him. You didn't intend to do this. You didn't intend to lie about or not tell him, you said you didn't lie. So maybe you didn't intend to not be completely honest about it. You just felt you wanted to keep certain things to yourself. But it's marriage, Abimbola. It's a lifetime commitment. It's not something that I don't think, I mean, married people can testify that it's not a place where you do what you like. You would not always do what you feel like all the time, because you now have to consider your partner. You always need to consider your partner in everything that you do. So please, Abimbola, just so that this doesn't repeat itself and doesn't go ahead, continue your marriage. Be as honest as you can be with your husband. He loves you, and that's why he probably didn't escalate the whole thing. And just like Tunde said, he might even support your family too. Who's told you that he would not want to help your siblings, right? He might want to help your siblings as well. He might want to pay for whatever it is you're paying for. You might not even necessarily need to carry the responsibility alone if you had been honest with him from the start. So Abimbola, please, Pastor Fada mentioned earlier that you might not need to categorically tell him that, oh, this is what I've been using my money for. But you can also tell him, oh, I want to start to support my siblings, because he would not be happy about it, to be honest. It would not be happy about it at all. It would not be happy about it. You should not have hid something like that from him. It might even help your siblings. It might help them, because you're all family. You're all family all together. And also, you can reduce, just like everybody said, reduce the amount of money you give to your siblings. Reduce the amount of money you give to your siblings. I think they are old enough now to take care of themselves. You face your family, take care of your responsibility, and build your home. Because of the time, let's go to read some of the messages we have on our WhatsApp platform. All right, so this one says, some men, why are some men like this? It is okay. It is a man that, I don't want to read what she wrote here categorically. We're not meant to insult anyone. So she says, I think the bottom line of everything is that the man is not supposed to ask for support, complete support from the wife. And a reasonable wife supports her husband without being told, especially when children are involved. Anyways, over to the man in the house. That's from T-Girl from Fagba. T-Girl is saying, As a responsible wife, you should support your husband without him even telling you that, oh, do this for me, do that for me. Naturally, you should want to help. That's what marriage is for. We two are better than one. If I am carrying a lot of responsibility as a single man, if I am married, it should reduce to an extent. The idea that I have someone partnering with me should make it easier. So please, Abimbola, help your husband. Help him. Please help him. This one says, Dear Abimbola, it's quite unfortunate that your husband doesn't want to take up his responsibility as the man of the house. His behavior is un-Nigerian. In fact, it gets us to be. If you have told him how much you earn all this while, I doubt he would have supported the idea of helping anyone financially. Have some talks with him in the night, probably immediately after praise and worship. Except, don't expect me to interpret this for you. Okay, I think I get what the praise and worship is about. So it says, let him realize that you are his helpmate, not his competitor, in terms of running the home. I expect him. So he says, when it comes to running the home, I expect him to change after the peace talks because he is not a bandit. Good luck. That's from Eremeka Fidelis from Songwater. Looks like Eremeka Fidelis came into a lot of violence this evening. However, okay, so another one says, Orishirishi, you're working only to feed your siblings while your husband works to sustain himself, yourself, and your child. How would you grow as a family when he does everything? Maybe your husband doesn't have siblings or extended family responsibilities before he chooses to cater for his nuclear family. I think the summary of what he is trying to say is that you should help your husband. Support your husband, Abimbola. Two are better than one, regardless. So it depends on you, the ratio you want to share the responsibility on. So maybe he's going to take 70, you would take 30. Whatever ratio you choose, it is just right that you help your husband. He is not married to himself. You're both partners. You're partners. You're his helpmate. There should be a difference. So I think moving forward, Abimbola, just like everybody has said, be honest with your husband. Be as transparent as you can be. It is not nice that he gets to hear from outsider or something. This is how much your wife actually earns. It doesn't even speak well of him as the man of the house. It would feel betrayed. It would feel hurt. It would feel bad. So Abimbola, yes, please moving forward, be honest with your husband and build your home in the way that you think is wise. You can do both without hurting anyone. You can support your siblings and still support your family. I think all of this has to do with budgeting. Have proper budget for how your money is spent per month. Thank you so much to every single person who called in this evening to give Abimbola their advice. Thank you so much to Francis, to Pastor Ifada, to Tunde, and to the amazing mommy who called earlier. I couldn't get your name, but thank you so much for calling to be a part of the show this evening. I'm sure Abimbola has heard every single advice and will make a better and well-informed decision moving forward. Till tomorrow, where we get to meet again, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. My name is Fifoluwa Kirami. It's always a pleasure to be here, speaking to every single person, learning, unlearning, and relearning from real life stories, real life issues, from real life people. And if you have any stories you want to share with me, maybe something is happening in your household, something is happening in your family, something is happening to you, and you need advice. You need help from mature minds to help you address your matter and your situation. You can send me a WhatsApp message on 08155 917 917. 08155 917 917. Till tomorrow, by the grace of God, where we get to meet again, have conversations that change lives and inspire. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a lovely night rest. Good night.